Today I have a very special challenge for you guys. The 1vx insane challenges are about to level up because today we are doing a 2vx. We're playing with pro player Goblin against 3 Masters player. And don't tell anyone, this is a secret, but this is the beginning because our ultimate goal is to beat 3 Grandmasters. So we better win today. Let's get going. All right, here we go. Now, the first attempt is going to be without voice communication. This is for a couple reasons. First of all, because I'm always so focused on talking to you guys, it might even be more of a distraction for me to talk with an ally. But also, we're just going to try. So if this doesn't really work, then maybe the next game we'll do voice communication. Kind of see out how it comes out in both recordings. Goblin is also going to be recording this. Might post a video on his own channel. I'll make sure to post a link in the description if he does. But for now, let's concentrate because this is going to be very, very difficult. I genuinely don't know whether this is like an impossible or a relatively easy challenge. Like I know it sounds crazy to say 3 Masters player. I think one of them is low master, one of them is high master, and I don't really know the others. Now let me put on those colors so we can actually see the opponents. I know it's a bit confusing for now that I'm suddenly blue, but this way we can actually see what color the opponents are. It's like pink, teal, and green. Now, I'm not quite sure what my strategy is here. Goblin, if you guys don't know, me and Goblin were actually one of the best 2v2 teams in the world. You guys might not know him. He's not as popular as like a Serral, for example. But he is a very high-level Grandmaster Protoss. He was once top 8 at a DreamHack. Or no, it was actually a WCS run by Star Ladder in Kiev, I think. In 2019, I was there. I remember it. But in 2v2, we were one of the best teams in the world, perhaps the best. And I know that one of his strengths is playing Stargate. He's really good with area units, and he's also really good at micro. He's not necessarily the late game type of guy, but his micro is pretty insane. So I wonder what we're gonna do here. Now, I was kind of talking with him before the game, because obviously, even if we're not on voice right now, we were kind of thinking, you know, what exactly are we gonna do against these guys? But it's pretty hard, because if we're applying our 2v2 strategies here, we don't really have anything particular against like a lot of Terrans. Right now we're playing against 2 Terrans and 1 Zerg. But Terran is always pretty scary in that way because they can have a lot of early game units. So you need to be very careful. Now Goblin is going to go for a very normal expand. There's a lot of air slow zones on the map. Looks like here as well, yeah. I mean, I have to be honest, guys. I don't really know 3v3 maps. I just kind of yoinked this one from the Blizzard ladder map pool. So I don't know if this is a great map or not. It looked kind of cool. Zerg play looks relatively normal. Actually, that is a pool first, right? If I'm not wrong. That looked like a pool first to me. Now, what should I make exactly? Terran, oh, the Terran is going for a reactor. I might be able to get some damage here. I think the ideal situation is that with my Terran harassment units, I can, let's say, put 1 of the players behind. I mean, 2 is probably not going to work against Master, but maybe I can do some annoying damage against 1 of the players. Oh, that's an... Oh, for some reason I thought it was an inside base. No, I'm going to have to take this one. Oh, I don't want to fight in the slow zone, though. And then if I get a little bit ahead against 1 of them, Goblin is going to just have the freedom to macro himself, and that could make for a very comfortable game for him. So I'm just going to go... I think 5 units sounds about right. I need to be really careful that the Zerg doesn't overwhelm me with a million slow links. That would be one of the toughest things that I can run into. But usually you want to try sync up with the Adept. Okay, this is already going to be a couple of links that I'm going to kill instantly, which is nice. They're doing micro with the Reaper, but that's not a great idea. I have a Reaper too. Here you go. 1 Reaper already falls, and that is a good start. Now, he's not going to be able to catch his Reaper right away. I'm going to use my Hellion to help him for a little bit, actually, because that could potentially be very annoying. I'm also attacking this other Reaper already, and I think we're doing pretty good in this early game so far. Let me just make sure I get that. That Reaper is going to die to my own Reaper. And this was, yeah, a very, very nice start. Looks like Pink is already not in that great of a spot. I think he lost 4 or 5 Reapers already. And the Adept, well, it is going to fall. That is slightly unfortunate, but it's also not the end of the world. Now, I do think I have to go for a 3rd CC pretty soon, because else I just can't keep up with the Zerg. That is a big problem here. So I'm just going to go for a 3rd. I would like to make some kind of harassment unit that they might not expect, so I'm considering to go for... yeah, Banshee's probably a decent idea, right? I think Banshee could be quite nice here. I'm just going to YOLO pass, see if I can do some damage against Pink in particular. Here we go. Okay, he wants to go for the Zerg. There's a couple of Zerglings. Yeah, the Queens are the biggest problem here now. I can't really deal with the Queens. So far, the micro is going fantastic, though. We're getting all these trades for free, and that is super, super nice. The Adept shaded into the Zerg's main base, looks like. Now, I'm going to go with my Reapers into the Terran's main base here, and I'm going to send these back home. This Terran should be taking a lot of damage from these Reapers if I micro them correctly. Now I'm gonna start making tanks. Pink is taking a lot of damage, that's great. My Hellions are still alive too. And so far this has been a fantastic game for us. Way better than I imagined it would go, to be honest. Alright, I don't know how much damage he adapted, but I imagine it did like a decent amount of damage. And he still has his SCVs pulled, so I'll be able to keep microing here. I'm gonna kill 3 more SCVs, I think. Probably not a 4th one. Oh, we did get a 4th one. Beautiful. And 5 and 6. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna go for teal. Wow, this is looking fantastic, guys. So many freaking workers killed already. Gonna go up into this main base. He was gonna go for a Widow Mine drop. I'm gonna type it to him because otherwise he might not expect it. Looked like it was a lot of Widow Mines with an armory. Gonna make sure to ping the armory so he knows what's up. I'm actually gonna make a Raven instead of the second Banshee so I can have detection for both of us. Now these Reapers are going insane. I can't believe how much damage I'm doing against 3 Masters player with a bunch of Reapers. Actually, it's really crazy. I didn't expect this. I know I was good at microing Reapers, but this is getting a little bit insane. Now let me try to help my ally over here. He does have enough Marines. Maybe I can... maybe jump. Oh no, I can't. Oh, I can jump in between these bases. Do a little bit of annoying damage, perhaps. I think I'm gonna start adding a couple barracks here. Try to get my 3rd base. Low ground is probably fine. I mean, as long as I keep this alive, the more I'm gonna be able to annoy him, which is great. I do want to send the Banshee across the map, though. I'm gonna make 1 more. Where do I want to position my units? I'm not 100% sure about that. I'm gonna get that one over here. Okay, that is the mine drop in my base. It's good that it's in my base, though, because SCVs don't get one-shot by Widow Mine Splash. So it's actually going to be ready. Oh, he's moving over here. Let me kill that. I think I'm going to get it. Ah, yes. Okay, that was so freaking close. The Widow Mine exploded, too. And I wouldn't be surprised if there were even 4 Widow Mines in that. Now, it's totally fine that my Banshee came back. Maybe it would be better to not F2 it, but the thing is, Banshees are not that great until you get 2, because 2 one-shot workers and 1 kind of is usually a little bit disappointing, so that's all right. Now, I want to say that we are maybe even slightly ahead now. And I mean, that just sounds ridiculous. I should probably take that back. But I don't know if you can be slightly ahead if playing in a 2v3, even with all that damage. But I feel pretty good because I was playing 3cc. It's not like I was banking a lot on that aggression to do an infinite amount of damage, right? Now, maybe I should go... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go for a really fast sensor tower just because I think it's going to help out both of us a lot. It's going to make the game way easier if I do have that double sensor tower. Now let's get 2 extra barracks up here as well. And yeah, when it comes to the supply, I do have to admit my supply is pretty low. I'm going to go for Widow Mines. Mostly... Oh, teammate's going to go for an attack, actually. Because Widow Mines are going to be okay at multitasking. Like, and I really start out playing. Now, he needs to be very careful because that's a lot of links. Now, I don't think he's going to be... Yeah, never mind. I was going to say, I don't think he's going to be expecting these Banshees. He was expecting them. But one Viking does not kill Banshees very well. I can tell you that much. Now, I do need to run away with these. I mean, I feel like, yeah, we're harassing each other, basically. So he might not pay attention. Let me kill that Cyclone. There you go. That's always going to be nice. Didn't quite get a Raven spell off. He does have upgrades already. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can get something with this. Oh, very nice. Okay, there we go. Wait, both Banshees survived. I thought only one of them survived, but both of them survived. And now I'm going to be able to harass the other player too, which is fantastic. I should put some Widow Mines next to these tanks. Okay, so I killed that army. Teal is really suffering from this damage. I think I've done a little damage against both of these players. I think the Zerg is the biggest problem, to be fair. Now, he's scanned, but he's not going to kill it, so he's going to need another scan, which is fantastic. And I do think I need to start making some more Marines instead of Marauders. Marauders are generally not that good against Terran. They're good against mech, but not really good against bio units. Now, I also want to start making some turrets here, because else the drops just keep getting in a little bit too easily, right? You can see my allies attacking on the map. The Zerg doesn't seem like he has too much anymore. I'm going to go for a 4 medevac drop. I feel like that Raven has been harassing him for an eternity, because every time I get a notification of my ally being attacked. So I'm going to decide, or I'm going to start dropping the natural of the Terran player. Now, my upgrades did get sniped a little bit, so that is unfortunate. But I think if he keeps distracting him, that could be massive. Oh, he's going to link up with my drop to blink in the main. Oh, this is going to be a really beautiful play. This is going to be super cool. We're going to go for a big attack together. I'll do a little bit of a scan. He's going to be able to kill all those Vikings too. Oh, this is going to be such a beautiful play, guys. Check this out. We're going to have both our armies here. Now, I am considering going for... Yeah, I'm going to go for this base instead. Because he's doing enough damage and the SCVs are already gone. So now I'm going to start attacking this base. If Theo's not paying attention, he's going to lose those medevacs too. Check this out. All the medevacs falling here. I don't think anything is really threatening us. The turret is still going ham. But for that turret, he lost all these freaking medevacs. And that is really, really bad for him. Now, there's a lot of Banelings in the back, but it doesn't look like it's enough. Now, I'm also going to lose one medevac myself, which is unfortunate. Let's try to keep macroing and get up another base, go for more upgrades as well. And in the end... Oh, there's... Oh, Mutas is going to be tough. Oh, that is going to suck for my ally here. I'm not sure how he's going to be able to deal with those Mutas particularly easily. Yeah, he's going to have to go for a recall. I think he recalled to the third base or something. Yeah, he did. Okay. I'm just going to go here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to burrow mines in his mineral line for him. So they can protect his mineral line for a long time to come. So those widow mines are going to be useful. I don't think it's a good idea for me to stop making widow mines now and get into tank production for the macro game here. Now let's see. Okay, there's a base over there. I would like to kill that base. I'm even going to use my tanks for it this time because my ally has been super good at distracting him. Let's see. Oh, the widow mines, they all shot at the Mutas. Let's go. That is beautiful. That's an awesome play. I didn't think it was going to work out immediately, but it did. That's fantastic. Maybe I can make another sensor tower that covers his base. Let's see. Make another sensor tower here and another one over here. I do wish my ally maybe could go attack him. And then I can harass them on the left side. I think that could be a pretty nice play. I imagine they're going to try to help Teal over here. Now, this base is already dead, which is really nice. Let's see, what does he have here? Not enough. He's frantically trying to make turrets, but I'm going to drop there before they are ready. And that's going to be very painful. I do have to say, with my engineering base being sniped, my upgrades are looking pretty rough. Now, I do have 2 tanks here in the back. And this base is completely screwed. I can even kill the engineering base. Doesn't look like they're actually producing for the time being, though. There's one tank there, but the Marauder alone is going to take care of that. And his base held completely hostage. There's a lot of disruptors. I do have to say that is a pretty crazy amount of Mutas. I think I need to make some more turrets. And I'm even going to start making Thors to help deal with that. I'm going to put one Widow Mine here. I'm not sure if he needs my help on the low ground. It might be risky because our economy is looking good, but if we go down there, we might lose the big fight, right? And that is problematic. Here we go. I mean, my ally has more than enough disruptors and stuff like that to delay this for a while. I think we have to let that base go. I'm sorry, my friend, but I'm doing so much damage on the other side that it's probably just a smarter choice right now. Now, where did I pull these from? I must have pulled them from a base on accident. Okay. I mean, this entire main base is dead. I think Pink, you could say he's dead. Like, Pink is honestly gone. Oh, that's a pretty good job by them. I'll just make sure to go over there with my backup army. But they weren't paying attention here at the same time, so I'm going to get a jump on those tanks, which is super nice. Here we go. Maybe I can get the Mutas. Oh, Zerg is not paying attention. Here we go. He's being distracted, and the Mutas are all going to die. That is fantastic. You can tell my upgrades are not that good, because those should have been dying a lot faster than they did. But I guess even though my teammate is suffering, we did kill one, pretty much whole player for it, so that is massive. Now, let's see. Do I need to do anything against these drops? I think I'm probably fine. See, maybe I should probably stim these. That could be nice. Get another tank out here. That is an evil army on that side. Let me make sure I have enough units for that. I'm also going to be able to attack this base from the top, though, which is a really nice play. That tank is just a little bit too far back, unfortunately. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. I think my teammates... Yeah, my teammate did more than enough damage there. That is fantastic. Now, I wish that tank was just a little bit closer, man. It's just a little bit too far back. He's slowly going to start killing the engineering bay, which is really painful. But we're going to be able to push through with the main army. Oh my god, this game has actually turned out into quite the bagger. No, please don't die. Oh my goodness. I mean, he has no units left, so that's all he has. Now I'm going to make use of the chaos and create more chaos by attacking the main base instead. See, there's a lot of Zerglings, but I have more than enough units. All I have to do is pull the Marines back. There you go. And then it's time for some splitties, baby. And I think we both know how to micro very well. It was an absolutely insane amount of Bailings, but they're all gone. The main base of Teal is also gone. I do think the Zerg, the Zerg has a lot of bases on the right side. You need money? Well, I don't. I know he meant to type that in a team chat, but I'm pretty good when it comes to the money. I can tell you guys that much. I'm pretty busted right now. Let's get turrets up here. Probably should have given those before, by the way, considered that he pretty much died. Now, I don't have that many units left here, so I think maybe we need to take it easy for just a sec. Maybe like just to rebuild and start attacking at the top again. They still have like, not really a huge army. I think the Zerg is incredibly rich. I'll say that. The Zerg is just simply incredibly rich. And we need to be careful most for the Zerg. But the other guys, they just don't have that much going for themselves anymore. What am I going to do? Oh, this is actually a nice play. I feel like the Zerg also has this base, so I'm just straight up going to go right there. Let's get another factory. I'm a bit late on hotkeying these barracks, unfortunately, which is slightly annoying. Let's see. Let's make sure that actually fits. He made so many mutas this game. Like, I'm not sure, but I felt like he was getting fed before because he just had a crazy amount of units all the time. Now, here we go. Let's see. Oh, it's actually Teal's last base. That is a really good find. Now, I am max, so it's time for me to start making some late game units. I'm also going to push this with my entire army at the same time. He's not going to expect my army to show up here, though I think he has enough mutas to deal with this, so that is kind of unfortunate. I thought it was going to... Oh, in the end, it's going to be a good trade still. There we go. Oh, my goodness. All of those die. Time for some splitties against the Banelings. The tank siege against the Marauders. That army is gonna go down, and I think we have, may I say so, very convincingly done it. Albeit, you know, we did have a fantastic early game. I have to say that. Like, it's not like we had to struggle from the beginning of the game, but I guess that's what we do. We got a fantastic trade early on. We held onto the lead for the rest of the game, and now they have pretty much nothing left. And I am pretty impressed, and I'm starting to think that Goblin, he was the one who made the suggestion to play against 3 GMs. I think he might have been right. Do you guys think we can beat 3 Grandmasters? I mean, I don't know. A lot of you probably doubted me. Oh, he has a little base up here. Let me go there. A lot of you probably doubted us playing against 3 Masters, but at this point, it's pretty clear we're going to win this game. And yeah, I don't know, man. Can we actually beat 3 Grandmaster? It just sounds absurd to me. What's my upgrade? Upgrades are 2-2. He has 1-1. He's trying to make bunkers, but that's a little bit too late because I have found you already. It's time for some splitties against the tank. Let's focus fire it down. And I think this is most likely going to prompt the GG. I'm still proud of this move with the Widow Mines, by the way. There we go. GG has been called. And that is a fantastic game against 3 Masters. I have no idea what that means, Max, and what we have done it, and that is beautiful. And I suppose this sets us up perfectly for the 2v3 Grandmaster Challenge. You know, I was thinking if the game is really close, maybe we'd make it like a best of 3, but at this point, I think it's obvious enough that we are gonna crush them again. So here we go. I mean, they put up a great effort, to be honest. Like, if the early game wasn't that rough for them, maybe it would have gone different, but for now, that's gonna be it. Very happy to complete this challenge so smoothly. 3 Grandmasters are up next. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and I'll see you all for the next challenge. Adios.